So my name's David Olson, and I am an Afghanistan veteran. I'm also a middle-class worker. I work as a safety coordinator at Latitude Corp in Verona, and I'm also a devoted husband. So I care about my family, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm running. And as you all can see, my wife is very beautiful, and I wouldn't want anything to happen to her. And I feel that it's also my responsibility to take care of her, and I feel that a lot of citizens also want to take care of their families, and the government is making it harder for us to take care of our families. And that's something that one of the reasons why I'm running is because I want to make it easier for us to take care of our families. The other thing too is that I also just want to make it easier for us to be able to prosper, because government is not going to be able to step into our lives and make the proper decisions to help us prosper. They can create an atmosphere that will allow us to prosper, but they can't actually help us prosper, which is one of the main reasons why I'm voting on or running on the platform of life and liberty. First thing that government needs to do is protect life, and when I'm talking about life, I mean life from the very beginning of life to the very end of life. And by beginning of life, I mean life from the moment of conception. And I think that if government is devoted to protecting life, one of the things that they will do is that we will install the Personhood Amendment in our state constitution, which will allow us to protect the unborn children from abortions. It will also allow us to protect unborn children from being experimented on or using all sorts of different types of experiments to create what they call the transhuman or the post-human type of species. And I think that it's sad that they want to destroy life instead of work to protect life. The other thing that I'm also running on is the liberty, and one of those things involves Patriot Act nullification. Without being able to be secure in our private property or being able to have privacy, it's hard for us to live a life that has liberty in it. So one of the things that nullifying the Patriot Act is going to help us to be secure in our private property, as we don't have to have the FBI at our door without having a court-ordered warrant in order for them to come and inspect us. We also will be able to be secure in our papers and in the things that we're doing, in that we won't have to worry about whether or not someone is checking up on my bank records, checking up on the library books that I'm reading, just because they think that I'm a terrorist and they haven't been chosen, or they haven't proven that before a court or before a judge in order to obtain that. The other thing is bring home the guard. One of the main things about bring home the guard is that once again, if you go to the families, whenever we send a soldier to war, we're tearing that soldier apart from his family and putting him in a combat zone. And if we're going to do that, we need to have the people behind that war. Currently, the theaters of war that we're in, the people are not behind either of those wars. And I think because of that, we need to bring those soldiers back. And so bring home the guard would allow the governor to recall our state National Guard from those theaters of wars that are illegal, and would also allow our state legislature to make sure that the people get a say, and rather not we are going to go to a certain war. If Congress doesn't want to give the people a say about whether or not we go to a war, then I think our state legislature can do that. The other thing that I want to work on is bring back the jobs. This is really the main thing about the main issue about this year and the elections is whether or not we're going to decrease the spending, whether or not we're going to make sure that there's no increase in taxes. So that's another thing. And just making sure that people understand that it's not going to be the government that creates the jobs. It's going to be the private businesses. And coming from a company where we are a private company, I understand that, and the more government intrusion there is on a business, the less likely that that business is going to have a chance to make a profit and to create jobs. And so that's what I'm about. Hopefully you agree with me and that you will choose to vote for me when November 2nd comes.